Okay, my peoples, it is 2018. What? Happy New Year. I am here with another annual PCOS talk because I say I'm going to do it more often and I don't. But hello, welcome. If you have not been here before, you want to click the links all over in the description box where I shared the morning routine that I have for PCOS, which I tweak every now and then, but it's pretty much the same. My update last year about pregnancy pills and PCOS. And this year, what we are covering are the 5 things that you can do to adjust your lifestyle to kind of ease PCOS. So PCOS sucks. Let's put that out there. That's like the main important thing to remember while watching this entire video. PCOS is a freaking nightmare. PCOS is polycystic ovarian syndrome. I was diagnosed with PCOS when I was 20. I'm turning 30 this year. Thank God. Let's take a look at that. So I will have been dealing with PCOS for 10 years. And I am currently not in this present moment trying to conceive. I always start that off so I don't scare people. So 2016 was my best year with PCOS because I menstruated 9 times out of the year, and that is a big freaking deal for someone dealing with PCOS. But 2017 was less amazing. First thing you want to do when you are dealing with PCOS or when you've been diagnosed with PCOS, drum roll, is to watch what you eat. No one really, or everyone really says, just watch what you eat and it'll be easy. It's not that easy. I've tried every type of diet under the freaking sun to help get this PCOS on track. The thing that's important to remember is PCOS requires consistency. So changing your diet for 1 month and getting great results and then thinking you can slack off a little bit or you don't have to do this particular thing, it will throw you off track. It's not 1000% proven that meat and dairy cause PCOS or make it worse, but it has been shown, or studies have proven, that cutting back on it does help, especially the dairy part, because they're inflammatory. Ooh, they cause inflammation, and that is a big nightmare for PCOS. Another important thing is if you are gluten sensitive, you want to give up things with gluten. I am not. Gluten-free doesn't really like help or hurt my PCOS. So that's not really something I focus on, but the dairy and the sugar and the meat do play an issue with me. Step number 2 for helping to get your PCOS under control is to take some sort of something. Now, I am not that's so helpful. I am not a big person for medication, so I have never taken metformin. I've never taken any of the other medicines, the prescribed medicines for PCOS besides birth control. So you want to go see your doctor, you want to do blood work, you want to see, are you insulin resistant, you want to see where your levels are at, you want to get a sonogram to see how many, or if you have several cysts in your ovaries, because you want to know where you stand on the PCOS spectrum. Now, if you are not a big advocate of medication like I am, you can take supplements. You want to still speak to your doctor because different supplements will affect you differently, especially if you're different, if you're experiencing different side effects from PCOS. First step, watch what you eat. Second step, you need to see a doctor and take something to help kind of balance the imbalance that PCOS is causing. The third thing that you want to do if you're trying to get your PCOS under control or you're trying to cope with PCOS side effects or trying to conceive is to be active. And I know step 1 and 3 kind of suck because it's more than just eating right and exercising right, because if that was the case, we would all do what we had to do to get it done, and that would be that. But you actually really need to be active, and that doesn't mean going out and getting a gym membership. That doesn't mean you have to run marathons or you have to lift like 30, 100 million pounds a day. No, you want to try to work out 2 to 4 times a week, and that can consist of anything. So studies have shown, and again, studies have shown, like what studies? So different books and websites and things that I've stumbled upon over my years. But many studies have shown that being active does help with getting the hormones back under control. You want to do some type of cardio, so walking, running, elliptical, bicycle, Stairmaster, whatever, something that gets the heart rate up. The fourth step when dealing or coping with PCOS that you want to do to help kind of make things a little better, a little easier, is to talk to people. I know that sounds kind of lovey-dovey and like, oh, let's all hug, but it is really important to have a support system, and coming to you guys is a means of me talking and having a support system, because you guys have been great, talking to my family and my friends, writing about it on the blog. So my first 6 years when I was diagnosed with this, I didn't talk to anybody about it. I didn't tell anybody. I didn't share how I was feeling. I would just cry about it and feel like I would never have a baby, or I would never get married, or date, because this is such a big deal breaker for many people, because it's very difficult to deal with, and it makes things very difficult. And the fifth and final, this video is way longer than I expected, final thing you want to do when you are dealing with, coping with, trying to understand PCOS, whatever, right? A really important thing that you need to do is to kind of carve out some time and set up a game plan. Again, going back to 4, if you have a support system that can help you work out a game plan, that's awesome. But I find that a lot of times when I get lost in PCOS and kind of feel depressed about it, it's because I haven't set out a game plan that I can follow. And it needs to be a realistic game plan. So you want to kind of squish all 4 of the tips I've shared before into the 5th. You want to have a meal plan. You want to know what you're going to eat, what you can't eat, what you shouldn't eat, what you want to eat, what you need to kind of alter. You want to know when you're going to work out. You got to carve it into your day, because let's face it, we're freaking busy. Like, this isn't a resolution we're just setting in the beginning of the year. It's really something that we want to conquer, and you need to have a plan. And that's that. Thanks for watching.